Nige. Welcome to my brewing process. It's just me today. This is 4 videos we're doing. Anders will join us in part 2, 3, and 4. But to start with, before you start brewing from grain, the first thing you got to do is decide what you're going to brew. So I'm just going to share my screen here. And I use a website called Brewer's Friend. This is invaluable. You can pay for it, or you can use it for free. I use the paid one because you can save recipes, and it makes things much easier. Anyway, you just put in your recipe. It's one I've done before. I think a lot of viewers wanted to know how I made the session IPA. Altered it slightly. I'm making a smaller batch this time, so it's only, as you can see there, it's 13 litres. I'm looking at getting in the boil. I hope to yield about 10 litres. I'll top it up. It'll dilute it a bit, but that's all calculated in with this program basically. Anyway, you just put all the stats in and it works it all out for you. So I'm aiming for an ABV of 5.89 if I get 75% efficiency. If not, it'll be weaker. I'm not too bothered. You put all the grains in, all the malts. You just add, quite simply, you put in the amounts and it calculates the ABV from that. Now, my original recipe I did for this, I had lager malt and Maris Otter in equal quantities. Don't have as much lager malt left, so I'm just using up what I have, so topping up with Maris Otter. Hop wise, I've decided to go for a different hop profile. So it's Centennial, Cascade, Galaxy, and Amarillo are the hops I'm using at various points, but you'll see that in video 3 when we start hopping. But for the time being, that's it. We'll look at all the equipment that you need to start brewing from grain. That's on the stovetop in a bag.
Right, okay. But Anders' turn now. Right, I'm going to take you through the equipment that Nige used in this brew. First thing was a big pot. He's got a big pot. He likes big pots. And it's at 21 litres, I think. He told me this was. And then obviously we need stuff to go in there. So we've got a bag in there, which is going to hold all of your grain. Yeah, it's a grain bag. That's what we're going to call it. And on the second, I've got another second bag. This is a bag for your hops. Thermometer, all important. Actually, can't stress this enough. Temperature, absolutely paramount to good brewing. So get yourself a decent thermometer, as I like to call them. Right, when you remove your grain bag, you're going to need gloves. Ideally, you want a pair of insulated and waterproof gloves. No such thing here. He's got a pair of sexy gloves, which you can see hanging over the side in black there, and just a pair of gloves to put on underneath, just to help protect from all of that heat. Yeah, it's a good look. I've seen him do it. It's good. Spoon, paramount for stirring. Don't use anything else. A spoon will do. Clothes pegs. I'm going to tell you about them later on. But, they're a good hack. Couple of bowls. Again, we'll come to those a little bit later on. And it's scales. Again, your recipe, the flavour of your beer is going to be paramount. And you'll need to know how many hops you need, what weight. So, decent pair of scales sets you up a treat. And just to finish off, towels. I say finish off, yeah, always have a notebook to hand. Keep a note of everything that you do. It'll make it easier for you to reenact next time.
Well, that's the recipe and the equipment sorted. Join us in part 2, and we're going to do the mash and the sparge. See you later.